Welcome, everybody. I know it's spring break, but I'm going to keep us all accredited because it is a class day and had some of the
You're sending out reports and payouts.
group ideas. I did, however, forget my cord, so I'm going to have to go the old fashioned way like this. Um, Dr. Kaplan briefs it well with groups. So we've watched the working stage. I wanted to get some either group dynamics or initial stage of the group or strategies working with kids. And then he had termination final stage. So I like the idea of, since you're writing your paper on screening participants, I want to do the screening participants one just to make sure they're right for the group. So let's see if this will go without too
Hi,
much.
everybody. Welcome back to the group psychology series. In this particular lesson, we're going to talk specifically about the pre-group meeting and some of the benefits and whatnot. Now, I will tell you that in an earlier lesson, some of this is covered, but redundancy is a good thing, especially in clinical courses. So I might be a little bit redundant, but it will also help as we move forward. So our general learning objectives are as follows. So I want to list and discuss the various tasks or the main tasks in forming a group. I want to address some of the approaches to group formation, such as recruiting, screening, and selecting members. I want you to understand various practical considerations when forming a group, the various purposes and uses of a pre-group meeting, and address some of the co-leadership issues that could occur. Now, what I want to impress upon you is that investing time and energy into the preparation phase of a group will most likely be well worth it in the long run. In this lecture, we're going to review various decisions that need to be made even before the group meets. So it should provide guidelines for developing group protocols, negotiating sensitively with staff at an agency or an institution that will help you get your groups off the ground. So we'll also talk about practical considerations such as group composition, size, duration, length, meeting place, and the issues related to attracting and screening prospective group members. We'll also review the benefits of holding pre-group meetings for the members. And what I will tell you, the biggest point is that research suggests that pre-group preparation is positively associated with group cohesion, member satisfaction, and comfort within the group format. So, meeting in advance allows members the opportunity to explore their perceptions, concerns, and expectations, as well as the opportunity to learn the basic ground rules before the group starts, which is likely to decrease anxiety. I can't tell you how important this point is. Oftentimes, without this pre-group meeting, your group members might enter a group setting with an unrealistic expectation, such as the amount of time they might be afforded to speak on a various topic, on a given topic, and whatnot. So it also will reduce anxiety because you will talk to them and say, hey, you have the opportunity to share, but you won't be forced to share if you don't want to. What we ask of you is that if you're not comfortable sharing, at a minimum, just state the emotion you're feeling at that point. So you don't have to share why, just what you're experiencing. I also want to tell you that the leaders themselves can benefit from pre-group preparation. And the primary reason why leaders can benefit from pre-group preparation is that there might be differences in styles in how people approach group therapy. And that could complicate the group process. I can't tell you how bad it looks to group members if the co-leaders are stepping on each other's toes and it looks like they're not with one voice. So it gives the co-leaders an opportunity to discuss their leadership styles, their philosophies of group. And all of these could result in a better group outcome. Now, groups are being created in a variety of group settings to fit the unique needs of diverse clientele. So when we think about this, there are groups everywhere. You know, I facilitated a group in my postdoc, and I worked at a senior care center working with older adults. And it was in a long-term rehabilitation center. So you could imagine that the individuals who were put into my group were not at the same level. Even their cognitive abilities were at different levels. So people go to long-term rehab centers for different reasons. But some people who were younger might have had a traumatic brain injury. Some people older might be there due to regular aging and health concerns. And then you had people with neurocognitive disorders all in the same facility. And when I did my postdoc, one of the requirements was to run groups for this community. And I struggled, to be honest with you, when I think about how we started. There were different cognitive ability levels. So, and because there were individuals who were Medicare, the groups had to run 90 minutes. So you had people who were sometimes nonverbal post-stroke. You had people who had memory issues and whatnot. And I was like, wow, how am I going to run this group? And then you had a whole nother group of people who were part of this experience who were lucid and they were just aging and had complex medical issues, but cognitively they were there. And I remember speaking to my supervisor and saying, I don't know if this group composition makes sense because you have high functioning, highly verbal individuals put in the same group as people who are lower functioning or nonverbal. And I asked the supervisor if it would be possible to have two separate groups. However, because it was a rehab center, they could not give me 3 hours a week for people to be pulled out. So I was kind of stuck. I was kind of stuck with, how am I going to do this? Because I had to put a heterogeneous community together, which is fine. And what I thought was I'm going to work using photography, or I titled the group Developing a Greater Awareness of Oneself Through the Arts. And what I did was I kind of mentally, I separated every group into two mini groups. And half of the group included some kind of expressive arts activity, such as photography. One week I rented disposable cameras and I took all the residents up to the the roof of the facility, and they could take pictures of the flowers. They could take pictures of one another. They could take pictures of themselves. And then the second half of the group was to verbally process what they experienced, and then there are other drawing exercises, drawing one's view of oneself and talking about what that means, what their artwork meant for their experiences in life. So each group had to have two elements: a nonverbal piece, which was very performance based, very hands-on artsy based, and the other half was very much verbal. And that allowed me to make sure that when I wrote my group notes, which is a requirement when billing insurance companies, that each individual could have unique targeted goals and outcomes. So I share with you this because when you think of group therapy, I don't know if you think of long-term rehab centers and then the unique challenges that you're going to have to address or work around to make sure that the group is functional. So that's just one example. And when you do your practicum, you're going to experience some of this yourself. But I wanted to share with you, sometimes you have to be creative. Now, groups have become incredibly popular, and the goal is obviously to meet the needs of your clients, but also the demands of agency settings. So a long-term rehabilitation center is an agency, right? It's what people call nursing homes, but it.
Hey, Diana, I can email you.
But it's an agency setting.
Sorry, an emergency came up. But you can present. There are, unfortunately, no students. I think they went on spring break. So you're welcome to present it to me or wait until Monday. Let's see if it lets me create a Zoom link for you, because that would be nice. Let's see here. Zoom. If I do zoom.com, zoom.com, then I can at least talk to you. Sign in. And then, hey, it's letting me sign in too. That's impressive. And then hopefully you guys are still here. I think, folks. And then also, yeah, Sydney, you can present. Say, I'm here. But that was fast. That was at approximately, so let's sign in first. And then at least you and Sydney could present to me and each other. If the interwebs are working well. So let's start a meeting now. Open Zoom meetings. Here we go. That way you guys can at least have. Oh, it's installing it. So yeah, that's good. So she is here and then you are here. So we're going to do Zoom and then we can do the groups together. So let's launch the meeting. Sign in with Jay Trouth at centralstate.edu. And I got to sign in too. All right, new meeting, and then we'll email that out to you guys. Hopefully it's working. So usually it'll say like copy link invite. I'm going to email it to both of you guys if that works. So let me know if you get this link. I'll do edit, copy, paste. There we go. And then make sure you're added on. Field send. That way we can all talk to each other and lead it. And that would be good. All right, let me know if that email comes to you for the group. And Carlia said, give a call.
Good afternoon, Mr.
How are you?
Dr. Throat. How are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm leading groups, but I'm waiting for my student to come in, so I wanted to check in.
Great. I just checked my email and I saw a meeting with Kathleen on the 11th. Did you hear back from the grant? What was this meeting about?
Correct. I said the same thing.
You said timeline.
Right. We did not hear back that I can find. She said operate as if we are starting April 1st because that's only 3 weeks away and that is the actual start date. So I have not heard back, but we just want to make sure we're organized.
You're going to get what they don't do a good job. I don't know if you've been attending their webinars. They don't do a good job in follow-up. They have a database. I don't remember where it is, where you can find your name and see if it's granted.
Okay.
I don't remember. Yes, there is a web page that they post them on, USDA web page.
Okay.
I had the link at one time when I got my first one.
Okay.
Somebody sent it to me, the link, and you can see all of those.
Okay.
So it's a whole lot they're doing, but they have to post it and it becomes public data.
Okay. Hi, yes, I can hear you guys, but I was checking in with Carlia right before we started. Well, maybe we'll.
Out there fast, and then you will get a fact sheet with all information on it. If
Okay.
you haven't heard back from them, there's a good chance that you got it.
Okay.
But you can't say nothing until here. So check the database. Carly might have it.
Okay, I will check with her. Thank you so much.
All right. All the best.
Okay. Bye. See, we still made it, so you guys can lead the groups. And look at this, we're even live on New York. There we are. It's going to be like full screen. So who wants to go first? This was perfect because you guys can both. I know Sydney said she could come in person, or if you'd rather do it this way, it's spring break. Let's enjoy it and have fun and engage with each other. If that works for you.
I'm about to just come back because I'm already in front. So I'm just about to come back and present in person.
Oh, Sydney is okay. And then Diana, how do you feel? Did you want to go first?
I go last.
Did you get a break from work? I see you get the building all the time. Then it's busy.
Yes and no.
Right.
I just have to go back to the break room.
Right. Okay. That's fine.
Okay.
Well, luckily there's 3 of us. That counts as a group, and we can put it up on the YouTube live too, which is weird. That way, it has been so very busy for all of us. It's been stressful.
Yeah, Dr. Cho, I have a question.
Yeah, you sure?
So I had received that email for the senior salute. Oh, did they send that to everybody?
Oh, right. Yes. Did you get an email for senior salute too?
Yeah. I didn't read it.
But you all you're saying like, does that qualify me? Could I?
I just seen an email.
I know. I told Nikita on the side, if you're at 114 hours, I just wonder if we try to go ahead and submit your transcript. And I know you have to do field. Is that all that you would have left?
Yeah.
And like, how many hours do you have? As I was like, she had a whole
I
nother
don't know
major.
because you was like, you have to have between 6 hours. I was like, I don't know.
Right. Well, so they would make the argument that if you have field left, you're not within 6 hours, but I can answer this on email, but I still want to respect your all's time. We still got 25 minutes, so you each could do a 12-minute group, 13-minute group.
Okay.
And,
Oh, mine's a little short, but I can make it long.
okay.
All right.
That way it's billable. That's the trick. If you make it billable, people feel happy about it. Have you guys worked for social service agencies before?
Not so sure.
What date do you graduate?
Like day.
Next year?
I think so.
Okay. But you still got the senior salute email?
Yeah, I think only thing I haven't really done is my general practice 3 and field practice.
I see. So you're fall.
Probably.
Right. Which one of you two wanted to go first?
I feel first.
Okay.
I don't know how this is gonna work though.
I see a little guy. I know it is different. I know. But I understand you guys want to lead it, and then you can blame your classmates. Say, y'all's never showed up, and you're stressing me out.
Okay. My activity is still gonna have activity through the screen.
Because I'll participate. Yeah, I'll participate. So you got me.
Alright. I don't know. Do you want me to send you the slides or do you want me to just present? And I can show you?
Yeah, you can just present and show them. You could
Okay.
like pop it in front of the. There's two cameras filming each other. Is that hilarious or what?
A little bit. So I'm week 8, romantic relationships and how much they are worth to you. Let's start our opening ritual. So I'm gonna say the white part, and you guys are supposed to say the blue. I don't know how I'm gonna show y'all at the same time, but okay. Can you read that?
Right, because it's filming on this one.
No, it's okay. Me and Mr. Trough can do it.
Okay.
Where's the future?
Right here.
Whose life it?
Mine.
And what are you gonna do with it?
Live it by any means necessary.
All right.
I like that.
So let's get into the nitty gritty. Let's talk about highs and lows of last week. I could start. A high of this week. I got a lot of my old work completed, and I was doing what I had to do with my organizations. My low, I feel like I was constantly moving to the point where I barely had a breath to just breathe.
Ah, man, there was so many. Highs are that we'll like getting funded on all these grants. We'll be able to do horticulture therapy with Dr. Hunt. Lows are the amount of paperwork we have to do for it. It's like getting 12, 15-page papers you have to write in a row with no time. My car's still not working. That's a low. The loaner car they gave me says it needs an oil change, and I noticed a crack in the windshield. I did not do it, and they're probably going to blame me. So life happens.
Is it my turn?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so my high was I've been getting all my work done. I come to work. I've been getting everything to give me a new car, so they're working on that. My low is I lost my granny last week, so I've been planning a funeral.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Is that the right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So now we're going to do a little activity called Where Do You Stand? So we're going to identify the values that you hold in relationships. So I'm going to read a question, and you guys can give me an answer depending on how you feel about it. If I am really attracted to someone, the relationship will most likely work out. I can repeat the question.
Ooh.
If I'm attracted to someone, the relationship will most likely work out.
I thought that for 20 years.
Mm.
I've been engaged a few times and married twice. So it takes, in my opinion, it takes more than that, if that answers for me. Maybe different for you guys. Maybe you find a hot body, you're like, life will be good forever. But I found that out the hard way. It's not true.
Did you want to add something to it?
She heard
Just
it.
repeat the end of the question again.
If I'm attracted to someone, the relationship will most likely work out.
It's like a 50-50 because your partner has to be attracted to you too.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you like somebody more, people can use that against you.
Okay. Now I have a second question within this first question. A lot of people say relationships won't work unless the girl is more interested. Do y'all believe that?
The girl has to be more interested?
Mm-hmm. A lot of people believe that girls have to be more interested for the relationship to work out.
They say happy wife, happy life. Is that true? Is that why?
I'm pretty sure. But I mean, hey, if you don't have a happy husband, it ain't really gonna be a happy life.
That's true. Yeah.
I agree.
It's reciprocal.
Yeah. If someone is attracted to me, they will want to be in a relationship with me. Do you feel someone could be attracted towards you but not want to pursue a romantic relationship towards you? Yeah.
Oh, I've had a lot of friends like that.
Mm-hmm.
The key is don't go drinking around with them, as then you could be messed up somehow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You'll forget and you'll be like,
and I'll do what. Relationships should be free of conflict. Do you believe relationships shouldn't have arguments and maybe I wouldn't say animosity, but just little sparks?
I mean, relationships are gonna have disagreements, but it's just how you build your foundation to handle the disagreements.
Okay. That's good. When you're in a relationship, making my boyfriend or partner happy is the most important part of the relationship. I don't think that's the most important part of the relationship.
I don't either. What week is this? Is this girls
Yeah.
week 8? Is it girl fights or girlfriends, or is it, what's the name of it? It's called.
What's it? It's how much is it worth to really romantic relationships?
Oh, right. Okay. I hate this chick.
Okay, this is gonna be the last question. If I keep trying to change my partner, I'm using up energy on something I can't really control that will drain me. Have you guys ever tried to get into a relationship and you're like, I don't really like this part of them, but I feel like after a while it might change to this, and I could make my efforts to make them want to change?
Yeah. It's very draining because if that person don't want to change on themselves, it's like you wasting breath.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought maybe she'd want to have kids or quit drinking and smoking, and then that never happened.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of people have to realize it's very hard to change a person. If they are who they are, you need to accept that and understand that, which people don't take to part most of the time.
The chair called. Yeah, but I can answer a quick question.
Let's talk about myths about relationships.
Pizza.
So the question is, how do novels, magazines, soap operas, and music videos portray love and romance? But what I want for y'all to answer is, what is one vision of a couple you see that you glorify their relationship?
Okay.
Like you see them, and it's like, oh yeah, that's goals right there. And what's a couple who just debunks that whole stereotype? Like you see them, it's like, oh my gosh, walking red flag. I don't know what they got going on.
Like Jay-Z.
Like okay, so you think Jay-Z and Beyonce is like what they got going on, or they're like relationship goals?
I think they have red flags, right? They're done, right? I think they're done.
I don't think
You
so.
don't think so? Okay, right.
So-
But there's some crazy shit going on there.
There's some crazy stuff going on, but
What I miss with Jay-Z and Beyonce? What Jay-Z got going on?
Wasn't there the one? Who's the dude that like had all the kids with the Kardashians? Am I saying the wrong name?
oh, that's Kanye West.
Kanye.
That's what I.
Okay, I was thinking like, what's going on with my man Jay-Z? But
No.
yeah,
So is Jay-Z dating Beyonce?
they're married
For how long?
for years. They have
Really?
3 kids.
I should know this. Okay.
Mm.
Damn.
But the Kardashians, Kanye and Kim, they are divorced.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Red flags.
I can see the red flags in that relationship.
Okay.
All right, and then who do you think is like goals in media eyes? I guess you could say, because it's kind of hard to say goals within you don't really know much.
Is it like a
Goals?
Like, for example, I'm not gonna say they're like, oh my gosh, this is my relationship goal. But people who I see on the internet who portray each other in positive lights, what's that man name? DDG and Holly.
Oh. Mm.
I'm not gonna say that they don't have rocks, because their relationships don't have rocks. But now you can see there are positive things in the media that, you know what I mean? Like they have that little thingy, but like, and then when I say like negative, it was debunking that whole thing. Blueface and Krishan.
I don't like them. So it's too toxic.
Is it?
Very toxic.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
They brought a baby into the relationship, so it's like, but we are outsiders that's judging the inside of their relationship. You never know what's going on the inside of the relationship. He could be loving her to death, and that's why she acting like. So, I don't
True.
know.
I'm making sure nobody's logged in. Okay.
So when you guys think about relationships, what is something that's realistic, and what's something that's unrealistic? Like even if it's something you want that's unrealistic.
That's
Like being
unrealistic
rich.
that
Being rich all the time. Sorry, go ahead. You go first.
I want
Yeah.
in a relationship, right?
Yeah.
I want my partner to be able to read my mind.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel like everybody want that.
Yes.
But it's unrealistic because some days I just be like, I don't want to say nothing because like something that they do or don't do, I don't want to say nothing. They start doing it because I said something.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to actually do it on like genuine.
Like you want them to recognize within themselves. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can someone desire for love get in the way of having a healthy relationship? If so, how? I think, yeah, I think it can.
If the expectations are too hard, like the average married couple only has sex once a week, and that sounds crazy, but that's normal. And if somebody expected more or less, that
Yeah.
I think that sometimes people envision their future and they can't get past what they want, that they're so focused on the future that they can't live in their present. Or it's like it's the opposite. They're so focused on the past and how it sculpted the future, where all they can worry about is the past instead of the future they're trying to get towards. Like they're just fixated on it.
Yeah.
Now, I was going to do an activity where I put like sticky notes on the board, but we could just save them instead.
We could film it too.
So, what are some healthy factors in a relationship?
Communication.
Yep.
Communication. Okay.
Communication and healthy sex.
Healthy sex.
that. Compromising with your partner.
Compromising, that's good.
Both give 100%, not 50-50.
Yep. Dates are important.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, we haven't had them in a while.
they are important. Now that we've talked about some healthy factors, what are unhealthy factors in relationships?
Unrealistic expectations.
That's a good one. Unrealistic expectations. Unrealistic expectations.
That's true. Not communicating.
Not communicating.
I have a trait where when things go bad, I leave.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So that's healthy because you're playing with your partner's feelings.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
I used to do
working
the
on
same
it.
thing. I used to remove myself. As soon as I got mad, I'm just gonna go ahead and leave.
You're like, see ya.
Yeah, I'll talk to you in the
Bye, Felicia.
can't do it.
Yeah, I be tearing down your partner, like bringing up their flaws.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was thinking that belittling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Gottman's 4 horsemen are when you do stonewalling, when you stop talking to them.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, dang it, I was just showing this to a client. But that's a relationship couples counselor, and the biggest predictor of divorce or breakups is contempt. So when they walk in the room and you see them, they're like, they're full of shit. That's contempt. Like, they're full of shit. So once you're contemptuous, yep. So contempt is the number one predictor of breakups, if you're contemptuous. It's a big word, I know, but I had to look it up. It's contempt predicts all breakups.
Okay. So now that we know things that are healthy and unhealthy relationships, let's talk about relationships in themselves. What is something that you know you do well in relationships? Like me, I know I'm very well at coming calm in uncalm situations.
I could do that too.
I'm good at spoil.
At spoiling?
But my love language is gift giving.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's me.
I do buy my gifts.
Oh, and being goofy, making jokes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
So now you know what you're good at. What is something that you know that you're not good at or you need to do differently in relationships? Like me, I guess I could say I need to be more affectionate. Like, you know, when I say affectionate, I mean like physically, but also emotionally, like words of affirmation.
I'm bad.
I don't do that. That's cringy to me. I don't know.
Yep. I was never brought up that way. Parents didn't show public display of affection, so I never do it.
I don't do it either. It's awkward. Like, don't kiss me in public. That's
Yeah.
so.
I know.
I like affection.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you know, I guess that lets you know you really like me. That's just me though.
Yeah.
But to piggyback off your question, I can work on my communication.
Okay.
Because I don't talk about my problems and what's in my feelings.
Last question. Now that you know what you know about relationships, will it change the expectations and assumptions about relationships you already have? So, like, for me, I feel like now that I'm in this relationship and I know what a man can offer, my next relationship, I'm expecting this or beyond. I'm not going to go backwards just because I want this person, but they're not giving me what I need, if that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Makes a lot of sense. I don't know how to answer that question.
I mean, that's okay if you don't have an answer to the question. That's something you really got to think about and understand. It's not like a quick little, you know? Maybe let that sit and resonate, and next week, in week 9, we can bring it back up. No,
That's right.
That's
Spring
fine.
break, week 10. Yeah.
All right. Let's go ahead and do our closing ritual.
Okay.
You ain't gonna be able to see it, but it's okay. Where's the
Okay.
future?
Here,
Whose life is it?
mine,
And what are you gonna do with it?
live it by any means necessary.
Say.
Live it by any means necessary.
Live it by any means necessary.
All right.
Okay.
That's it.
Awesome. Congrats. Just send your stuff like the turn-ins Bondi to it.
Yeah.
And then you can lead if you want. If I'm sure you're on break and they're like, where the hell you at?
Yeah, I'm about to log out right now.
Okay.
I'm about to log out at work so I can do my.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Right.
Yeah.
And I did. So I looked you up. You have 104 hours
104 hours.
and you're taking 9 right now. So you would have 113
Oh, not credits.
and you need 120 to graduate, which you'll get in the fall. So you've got plenty.
Right.
I recommend if you could find a B term class that's online for 1 hour or 2 hours. I don't know if they even exist. And then we make the argument to them that you're within 6 hours of graduation because you're at 114 out of 120, that they should let you walk. They probably won't let you, but I feel like we should at least try.
Yeah, somebody told me you can't walk without a degree. So I was like, just forget it.
You can walk if you're 6 hours within your degree. So think about it. That would mean you have to take one more online, and you might not want to or have the money to. As I bet it's even 1 hour is like $600-800. So 2 hours, which is what most classes are, could be like $1,200. So it's up to you.
Yeah. Well, can you send me the list of stuff? I mean, the online classes I might be able to do.
Sure, I sent you your transcript, and so yeah, if my computer doesn't die right now, I'll send it right now while you're logging in and starting this up.
Okay. I have. Can I share it? I'm on my phone, so can I be able to share it on my phone?
Is she presenting today?
She is. I know.
Oh.
Yeah, but are you?
I thought that she was logging out. That's why I was saying.
She's logging off
I'm
work.
looking at it at work.
Oh, I thought she meant the app. I was like, oh, she's not
If
presenting.
you're okay to present with all of us, yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can share my screen.
Hold on, I'm gonna take this call. Be right back.
Oh no,
Okay.
it says only you can do it.
Only I can.
Yeah.
Like, let you in, you're saying, or share screen, or
Share, yeah, I can share my screen.
Let me see
share
here.
my screen.
multiple participants can share simultaneously. Now you can share, I think.
Okay, let me see.
I think.
Okay, I have it. All right.
So classes to take.
Can I see my screen?
Do I have to
Go over.
click on anything, or let me see here. It says multiple can share simultaneously.
Did I share it? Let me see. Okay, I'm doing it now.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
Can I see
Perfect.
it?
Got it. Yep.
Okay,
Nice.
thank you.
That's
Why is
impressive.
it a little short? I didn't know what to say.
Well, you just lead a mental health group, and yeah, you got your stuff in there, an icebreaker, and that's important. Eventually, you'll
Okay.
be paid the big bucks to do this.
Okay.
Let's see if it lets me look up classes for you.
All right.
Is it class schedule?
Yeah.
Spring of 24. Did you want all term B and online classes?
I'm not sure.
Okay, I'll try.
But well, in the fall, I'll be at 128 credits, so maybe I should just wait.
Right, it's up to you. That's the one
Yeah,
argument we can make.
I just wait.
Okay.
I'm okay. Because I'll be
Okay.
done with everything by December.
It's probably your mom who's more excited about this than you.
Yeah,
are.
yeah.
That's fine. I get it. They're like, we want you to finish ASAP. So
Okay,
yes, we
so
are
let me
ready
see
when
if
you
I
are.
can- Oh, can y'all see it?
Yes.
The PowerPoint?
Although it says notes, there it is, phobias.
Okay. Just let me know when y'all ready.
Do you remember how to make a Google Slides a file so I can submit it?
Oh, even if you like screenshot that and turn that in, that's fine.
Okay.
Just screenshot that.
Oh, I'm on
I'm
class.
here pushing every button in the way.
You hear me, Kevin?
Yeah, we see it.
All right, y'all ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So mine's is on phobias. Okay, so this is my icebreaker. It says state your name and your biggest fear and why.
My name is Sydney. I think my biggest fear is probably public embarrassment. And I think it's because I have anxiety. So like I already assume everybody's just looking at me and making fun of me every second. And it's like when I do something and people see it, it's like I constantly remember that day every time I look at that person until I can't remember that day.
Mm-hmm. Mine is now shifting with kids. I don't want to be like a bad dad or fail or whatever. So like, and support, I know we're not going to be rich, but still provide them all their needs.
Okay. Well, hello. My name is Diana. My biggest fear is I have two. I have spiders and I'm afraid of heights.
Okay. Spiders are creepy. In the garden.
Yeah, they are. So it says, what is phobias? Phobia is an anxiety disorder which is defined by a persist and executive fear. I'm nervous. And there's only three of us. Woo.
That's okay. You're doing fine.
Was a fear of an object or a situation. Phobia usually result in a rapid onset, like panic attacks.
Mm-hmm.
The top 15 phobias. These words was kind of hard.
Yeah.
You
Agoraphobia,
said what?
arachnophobia.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, that's the spiders.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the spiders.
So to make sure you do your discussion part in the group too, I want to bring myself back to college where you guys might not have this, and maybe I'm oversharing, but like we used to, like HIV was a big thing in the early 90s. So we would have to go to like the clinic and be tested. Even with a monogamous girlfriend, you never know. But like that was a terrible one that like came up for real. And I dated people long term. It's not like I was like moving around a lot, but like we had to go and they had to do this horrible test. They take a Q-tip and they go metal. Then they take another Q-tip that was wooden and basically like in and out of your, to see if you had chlamydia or.
Oh, wow.
So that in college became more of the fear. So just throwing out like discussion items or like, fear of relationship failure or, bouncing off of your group. Like, how do we make a successful relationship? That type of stuff. So I'm sorry to chime in loud there. I'm just giving some discussion content.
Okay. Thank you for that.
Yes.
I appreciate it. The common fears that I've been hearing was fear of germs, which is mysophobia or mysophobia. Another one was fear of needles and cluster holes.
What's that one called?
What, cluster holes?
Yeah, because I used to have that. I got over it. I used to have that.
Like a hole you fall in somewhere?
Oh no, I thought it was like, when you ever see like a bunch of holes all together?
Oh,
like a beehive,
yeah.
Like that phobia.
Yeah, what's that called?
It's called
triphobia.
Yeah,
Really?
triphobia.
I've seen people send pictures of that.
I hated it. I used to hate it. Like, it used to give me the itches.
Yeah. Oh, I lied. I have 3 phobias. I'm scared of tight spaces.
Mm.
Oh, we didn't say why we were scared of it.
Okay.
It just don't.
Well,
seem-
I'm scared of tight spaces because I feel like I'm gonna get stuck, and not, and die. I'm afraid
Yeah.
of spiders because I feel like when they bite you, it's a long process to get the bite infection out,
Mhm.
which can lead to your bloodstream and you can die.
True.
I'm scared of heights because I'm scared I'm gonna fall like really high and die.
Mm.
True.
Yeah.
Gosh, what else is
On to
there?
the next slide.
I used to be
Oh,
fearful of also like watching death, and now that's my job, which is weird.
watching death.
Like I work for hospice, so I sit with somebody 8 hours until they die, or if they don't die, somebody else comes and relieves me and sits with them until they die.
Mm.
Do you think like it didn't like not mess with you, but like have residual after effects after seeing someone pass?
A little bit, but that's partially why I pray a lot of the time, like try to connect with their, like soul or afterlife and just pray them on to a good journey. But I used to be, I wouldn't want to see that. And now I'm like, well, it's my job since pandemic 2020. I had to sit with 5 in 2020, maybe 2 died. So, yeah. Is there a
Okay.
fear of death? Is that one of the 15?
Clear death.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Well, I've seen that though. I've seen that
Okay.
phobia. I've seen
Right.
that.
Did this one die yet? Nope.
So exposed therapy is exposing yourself to your fears to make you overcome them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing it.
You want to go sit with dead people at hospice for your internship?
Mm-mm. Well, I can. Well,
They pay well. They pay really good. It's crazy.
you said internship,
Yeah, you could do your internship there.
but
We got
I'll be
them in
working with dead
Michigan.
people.
Huh?
I'll be working with dead people.
You work with them and their families to help them prepare for death, and you do funeral arrangements and like set them up, and then when the time comes, you could sit with them.
Okay. Well, I can do funeral arrangements.
Yeah, it is a lot. Like
Okay.
if it's ashes or what do you want at your funeral? Sometimes they do dream of the month, or they like take them up in a helicopter. If they get money or funding for stuff, it's like pretty cool actually. They pay
I think I think I
$70,000.
can be able to do that. When my little sister passed away, I had to come cut her braids out, her hair. So it was kind of scary at first, but
Oh,
I got over it.
how old
So I
was
think
she?
Yeah,
How old was she?
14.
Oh,
Yeah. So I think I can be able to do that.
yeah.
But I can't expose myself. Well, I've been trying to like kill spiders, but I can't do that.
The
I've been
big
watching too
crunchy
many
ones
TikTok.
freak me out when they crunch.
I don't
Like,
get any bugs.
Ooh, yeah, I don't like that.
Like I remember freshman year, I used to have to call like any guy friend I knew so they could come kill bugs. I
My
didn't care
wife
if it was
still
2
does that.
a.m., 3 a.m. You're getting up out that bed to come kill this bug.
she gets
Okay.
pissed because I won't kill anything, so I try to capture it and throw it outside. She
That's
gets
what one
so
person
pissed.
did. He used to catch it and either put it in the toilet or out the window. I don't care that you do that as long as it's not in my
I
room.
know, but she hates it because
Yeah.
sometimes they'll get away. She gets so pissed when they get away.
Yeah, no. And then it'd be stink bugs for me. And the lady.
Oh, I'm about to say I hate killing stink bugs.
Because they stink.
I didn't know that stink bugs were like unaffected by raid. Like I used almost half a can of
Interesting.
raid.
I didn't know that.
Like radiation doesn't affect them. They're kind of like ants.
That's hilarious.
And it's not
I
okay.
didn't know
'Cause
that.
that's how I killed all my bugs in my room with raid.
Stink
Yeah.
bugs I first knew as squash bugs because they eat all my pumpkins, squash, and zucchini, and they lay eggs under the leaf. And it would have like that fear of holes you were saying. It would be like 20 of them eggs on a
Little
leaf.
clusters of holes.
No, that's
Yeah.
disgusting.
They were gross.
Ooh,
Yep.
I can do it.
I don't think I even like the opposite of the whole effect where it gets like bubbles.
Right.
Because if it's like a bunch of like you ever seen like the videos of like them snail clusters that people go around crushing because they're like
Uh-huh.
very elusive.
Yes.
I don't
Yes.
like those like at all.
Yes.
People think it's like satisfying. I can't. It's like that's an egg.
That's kind of funny.
Ooh.
or bubble on your skin from poison ivy.
Okay, that doesn't affect me.
Okay.
I just get poison ivy all the time. We had it growing in our yard.
Mm-hmm.
I'm immune to it. I didn't know that. I could touch it and not get affected by nothing. My sister, she could barely, a ball could touch it, and she could touch the ball. She got poison ivy.
I was told if you don't react, that means you're allergic to it, which is weird opposite thinking. But if you do react to it, that means you're not allergic and it's your body's normal reaction. And I was like, how do you explain that? Anyway.
I don't know. I used to be one always up in there. I had to get the ball because it never affected me.
Right. So maybe it is an allergy. I don't know. I forget how they explained it.
I don't know about that.
We got it in my yard. I better kill it again as the kids are going to be playing. So.
Mm-hmm. And they're like so invasive. Like I think you had to like
They're
remove the
vines.
ground.
And they're next to my damn grapevine. So I hate it if I try to kill my.
Because like one thing, you chop it down, it will grow right back.
It will. I pull
It's
it
so
out like
annoying.
with gloves on every year, and then I get it while I'm pulling it out. Like I'm starting to itch.
I'm gonna make sure my yard don't have none of that. 'Cause I know I'm gonna have to be the one to deal with it.
Yeah.
I'm about to go to the next slide, guys.
Okay.
So this was our exit ticket to discuss if exposure therapy will help you overcome your phobias, or not exposed therapy, like what will help you overcome your phobias.
I don't know. Because I don't think nothing could help me. You can't
Right.
expose me to a room of bugs because I'm gonna
Right.
freak out.
Ooh, I couldn't do it. Bugs, ooh, I don't know.
I think it's just a part of growing. Like eventually, like I said, like I used to have trypophobia, but now it doesn't affect me as much.
Right.
Where I guess like if I'm in a situation like as like an adult now, my dad can't come drive to my house to go kill bugs. I'm gonna have
That's
to grow
funny.
up
Mhm.
and kill that bug. So
That
eventually
is
exposing
funny.
myself to having to kill it or sleep in the room with it,
Mhm.
it's gonna eventually, I guess, work out my phobia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It may help for me.
Okay. Yeah, it won't work for me because I tried roller coasters. Mm-mm.
It ain't happening.
I love
Nope.
roller coasters.
And then like I have a fear where, you know, I'm a little chubby, so I have a fear where when I'm up there on a roller coaster, my thing will open and I fall out.
I saw a video of some kid that happened to.
Yeah, he was on the thicker side and he fell out the roller coaster.
It was like the drop zone. That was kind of sad.
Mhm.
Oh my
Mhm.
god! And then like his thing opened and like somebody videoed like he falls.
I
and
don't
just-
know.
Oh, it was terrible.
Me personally, I feel
Yeah.
like that's my thing. I feel like I'm invincible. So like, I feel like if I was ever in those type of situations, I would survive.
You'd
like,
land on your feet like.
No, I wouldn't even get off the roller coaster. Like as soon as I feel like my seat is loosening, man, I'm like triple knotting my whole body around the like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna figure it
Okay.
out. Like
Okay.
I'm very quick at like being quick. I ain't gonna
Right.
lie.
Yeah.
When it comes to
Okay.
survival instincts.
I hope that I am. I shut my garage manually within the past year, and I realized if I hadn't pulled my fingers out in that second, like it was going to snip them. And I pulled it within. I think it was just because the kids were all asleep right above it, so I didn't want to use the noise, and I was
yeah.
like, "I'll shut it," and it went, and almost cut off my finger.
So it slammed instead.
It probably did. Yes, I think it did. But at least it's just one noise, like.
Yeah.
And not the that always wakes them up and they run downstairs.
Oh, I can't. Like I would be
And
so.
congratulations on the baby. What?
Oh yeah, it's a girl.
Oh, you guys have to wait for.
Girl.
We're gonna have it in September.
Oh, I thought you already had it.
So we found out
Okay,
it's a
well, have
girl.
it in August.
She might. You're
Or-
right because that's what I'm worried about. School.
Oh,
For
so
real.
your baby's gonna be born after Miss Nikita's.
It is. Hers is next month. My
Yeah.
wife has these for my family, so.
What are those cupcakes?
Yeah, so they don't know yet. I don't know if
Oh.
the YouTube's still on. So they don't know yet, and when they eat.
Oh, you guys already did your dinner room for each other.
She accidentally looked at it
Oh.
and she's like, "It's a girl." I mean, it's our fourth, so
Yeah.
2 boys and 2
Okay.
girls. She wanted a girl. Now we don't have to have 5 more kids.
Hey, listen. Because this economy, Jesus.
I know. So
I,
Y'all be lucky if I even give one. 'cause
So God provides. You'll always have enough money, and you'll never have enough money. Just remember
Yeah.
that. You never have enough money, and you'll always have enough money. I guess it's better stated that way.
This was the end. Oh wait, that's it.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay, I have a
Nice.
question, but it's like
Thank you.
unrelated to this. What PowerPoint presentation is this? Prezi?
No, that's PowerPoint.
Is it on your phone?
Yeah, I like
Google
PowerPoint,
Docs?
so I'm really advanced in PowerPoint.
I know. I can
Oh,
tell she's
Because
legit. I can't.
I
do
use
that.
PowerPoint, but it don't look like
I
that.
can't do that.
Yeah, I sit and do pictures and stuff.
I get lost in 1 second and I quit.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. I
One
can
thing
do that
my
effort for my
PowerPoint don't look
notes.
like. I love PowerPoint. I'd rather
Okay.
do PowerPoints than papers.
I'd say just submit it on D2L and you guys have spring break. We got a UPP meeting with Nikita soon.
I submitted mine, but I also have a question. I'm
Yeah.
gonna stop sharing my screen. Hold on.
Yeah,
have
I
a
sent you all the
question.
classes. There should be 3 online if you wanted to take it, but you don't have to. And
All right.
Can you hear me?
See you after spring break.
yeah, see you later.
I'll see you later. Have a good spring break.
You too.
And I can
Okay,
add
Dr.
this
I have a
too.
question.
Yeah, sure.
So what will happen if I'm not able to